Okay, Braves Phillies coming up here at 1 o'clock today at Truist Park. They'll get Max Fried against Ranger Juarez. Ranger Suarez. Suarez a 3.65 ERA, a 1.33 WHIP, 10-7 on the year. Nothing special. He's had some good starts, and as a matter of fact, he's had a couple of decent starts against the Braves, if I recall. I got to check his splits real quick, but this is a pitching matchup today that favors the Braves. He did have one win. He's 1-2 against the Braves this year. 28 innings pitched. He's given up 10 earned runs and 23 hits. He gave up 3 home runs, 12 walks, though. Dear Lord. To walk almost every other inning. So, yeah. And he does have 23 strikeouts. He's got more against the Braves than any other team, partly because they're in his division and they played 3 times, but you make of that what you will. So, here's the thing, and I'll give you a set of stats here. One of these is from Justin Toscano of the AJC, and the other one is from the good folks at Data Scribe on ESPN.com. I don't like to take credit for stats that aren't mine, or at least ones I didn't research on my own. But nonetheless, the key to this series, folks, the Braves get the ball out of the ballpark, they're going to win. If they don't, they're going to lose, and that seems obvious. The Braves lost their first 7 games in September when they didn't hit a home run. They went 1-7 down the stretch when they failed to hit a home run. The Braves need to hit the ball out of the ballpark, period. They finished second in the majors on the Yankees with 243 home runs. Their OPS as a team, 760, was tied for second in Major League Baseball. Get this, the Phillies are 51-20 in games they did not allow a home run. That's pretty good. That's almost like the pace that the Braves played the entire second half of the year since June 1st. If somehow the Phillies can keep the Braves in the ballpark, they'll have a great chance to winning each game. If the Braves start hitting home runs, they'll always, always, always have a shot to win. And that's the thing about the Braves lineup 1 through 9. We don't know 100% yet what the division series, as we're recording this morning, what the division series roster is, and who's going to be on it. But it's 1 through 9. The Braves have guys that can hit the ball out of the ballpark, and that's important. And so do the Phillies, by the way. I mean, look, the Phillies lineup is still very, very good. It's not a lineup that you look at and you go, oh, we don't have to worry about those. No, that team hits. They've hit all year long. I mean, they just have. It's a team that hits a lot of home runs, and a team that guys who can bop the baseball. I mean, don't forget, the Phillies were 4th in average, tied for 4th in average, and they were right behind the Braves in home runs. They had 205. The Braves had 243. So this is not a lineup that is scared of scoring. And again, Braves were second with 789 runs. Phillies had 747. I mean, they're all right there. So it's not like there's a lot of separation offensively between these two teams. Pitching, the Braves have the edge. And that's obviously the other big thing. Should I go back to it? You all know where I'm going. Spencer Strider. If he's pitching, the Braves are winning the series. Done. Period. It's that simple. They're not going to get through Fried twice and Strider once. They're just not. And right now, they have Kyle Wright slated as the Game 2 starter. Game 3, undecided. We'll know today if that's the case. We will know today in a couple of hours if Spencer Strider is going to be available. If he is, I love their chances. If he's not, I'm nervous. Guys, yes, I know you guys all think that, like, when I keep talking about Strider, I'm over the top about it. One pitcher can make that much of a difference in a series. Absolutely, they can. Go see what Clayton Kershaw did for years. Justin Verlander. Go see what he's done for years and how they make a difference. I mean, it's as simple as Red Sox couldn't win a World Series with Pedro. Add Kurt Schilling, look what happens. It is a huge difference. One guy, one starter can change the scope of your playoff run that much. So don't underscore for 1 second how good Spencer Strider and what he means to this team. So make of that what you will. I still like the Braves here. I think this sets up for a Braves Dodgers NLDS, something that we've all been sort of wanting to see all year long. And, we don't want to get too far ahead of ourselves, but getting game one is going to be huge. Getting game one here today in a sleepy 107 start. I keep seeing that the game is sold out, but there's people saying that there are tickets available online. And I'm like, well, the game's sold out. How are tickets available online? I guess they're on the secondary market, but why would you want to get rid of your ticket? I suppose you put them on there. If somebody makes you a big enough offer, you're willing not to go to the game, all those things in place, blah, 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 blah. I expect to see a very loud and packed Truist Park come 107 today. Battery's going to be pumping, folks. Battery is going to be pumping. All right. We got to get the shovels of wisdom in. The entire final segment of the show will be a shovel dedicated to, well, I'm sure you can figure it out. But first, let me tell you guys about Built Bars and Built Bar Puffs. If you haven't tried them, you're depriving your life of one of the greatest joys. Guess what? There's a new flavor. It's delicious, indulgent cookie dough puffs. They're covered in chocolate. That's right. Cookie dough chunk have a light and chewy texture. They're covered in 100% real chocolate, only 160 calories, 15 grams of protein. These things are delicious. Go to built.com, snag a box for the entire family, or just keep it for yourself. Whatever. I mean, you can be selfish about this. They're that delicious that you'll want to hide them from everybody else. And they are the perfect snack, guys. In between meals, when you just want something small that'll hold you over, does the job. After dinner, late at night, you don't want to eat maybe past 8, 9 o'clock at night, but you still got that craving in your stomach. Grab the Built Bar, grab the Puffs, cookie dough chunk. It is absolutely worth it. Healthy for you, tastes delicious. It is the perfect snack. Go to built.com and use the promo code locked on. And you'll get, locked on 15 rather. You'll get 15% off your first order. Again, use promo code locked on 15 at built.com and get the cookie dough chunk puffs.